have your heart be just as ready. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Integrity of heart, I think is what it is. I got to go look it up again. Do your Googles or your Bible app searches. Skillfulness of hand, integrity of heart. I think that's what it is. But that's how he led the people. He led the people like he knew what he was doing as a warrior, as a leader, but also his heart was in the right place. And with the two, you can reach many. And that's kind of been like my motivation week to week, month to month, year to year is like, okay, I want to be great at what I do. I'm going to work hard at what I do to make sure that it's right. Whatever he gives me to do at any given moment. I love a good challenge, from like building a float for a parade for a church at random. Okay, cool, I'm down. Building set designs for plays and theaters and productions. And at the same time, building sets for party planners, like making these moments that would have never happened if you didn't add yourself to the mix. It's really easy to say, no, I'm going to chill. No, I'm tired. No, I'm going to take a nap. No, I'm going to go to the beach. No, I don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to work with you. You know, that kind of stuff. But if we're willing, he'll take it and he'll make so much more of it. He'll make so much more from it. And oftentimes, as I spoke of the person that was like, I don't want to mess it up, I'm that person too. I don't want to mess this up. Are you crazy? And he's like, I got you. Come on. If you start it, I'll fix it. One quick story. So I used to do murals inside kids' rooms, like SpongeBob, Little Mermaid, Pick a Disney Princess, all the Disney princesses. I would go to your room for your kids' room, and I'd paint it on all the walls. Right? Cool, whatever. It's actually what I did in high school too. That was like my first job. And I would sit for hours. I would go and I would draw and I would plan and I would think and I would like plot and I wouldn't paint for like days, weeks. And then when I finally would see it, oh, cool, I could see it. Then I would draw it and I would paint it and it'd be done. And one time my cousin worked at the fire station, one of the bigger camps, and he brought me, hey, well, want a mural done at our fire camp. Okay, cool. And I went down and the chief gives me a pad of paper and a pencil, and we walk around the whole place. I'm taking notes and I'm drawing little sketches here and there. I'm like, okay, cool, right? So we come back and he's like, yeah. So we all walk back to the chief or commander, whatever his name is, whatever his rank is. He's like, how'd it go? I'm like, oh, man, good. I show him my drawing. Look at my drawings. He's like, oh, that's cool. He's like, hey, Rodriguez and Hernandez, go to the thing, bring the paint. And I'm like, excuse me? They came back with a gallon of brown and a gallon of white and one paintbrush, a big old fat paintbrush. And I was like, what's going on? He goes, yeah, let me see. I was like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, okay. So I show him my drawing again. He goes, no. Let me see. And I was like, what? And I remember being terrified. Again, I don't want to mess this up. And I heard it in my heart and in my ear. Put the paintbrush on the wall.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. And I remember dipping it in, and just like I told you before, I was like, this is the wall. And I was like, and then when I say the second it touched, like immediate obedience, the minute you touched it, it was like, they just went. And I was like, this is amazing. In my head, I'm like, this is amazing, Lord. And they were like, okay, cool. Got the job, and it came out wonderful. But from that day on, I was like, I had been so stuck in fear of not wanting to mess things up because I've made so many mistakes in the past or whatever else, and nobody wants to mess up and nobody wants to do all these things. And I'm sharing this story because it ties into the previous story that we're sharing this whole time. We don't want to mess things up. And he's like, no, put your stuff out there. We can work with it once we see it. And yeah, like since then it's been, I can walk in not knowing what I'm going to paint. And knowing if I just put the brush to the canvas, if I start, he'll walk with me. He won't leave me behind. Using the skill he's given me, integrity of heart, integrity of your gift, and then using every gift. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
That's good. I mean, it sounds like what's required is humility and a willing to share and a willing to be tuned into God in order to be someone that he can use to build community, to bridge the gaps of diversity. And I know we're past our 30-minute mark in Instagram because they kick us off soon. But it's always a pleasure chatting with you. I'm going to go ahead and do my closing. Then if you have any closing thoughts before IG kicks us off, go for it. But I want to thank my guest Ro for being with me today and partnering with me as we, you know, sorry, where we destroy ignorance before it destroys another life here on Diversity Chats. And that's what happens when you try to like sauce it up and not just read what you wrote. But anyways, thank you guys for partnering with us. Please join us again. And then, Ro, did you have any closing remarks to share about what you're up to or anything regarding diversity? Encourage the people.
What I'm doing, you can follow me at Where You At Ro, this one here, or if you want to spell it out, Where YOU at Ro. I have 2 accounts. One's just the paintings, and one's like paintings and everything else I'm doing. There's so much more happening. The King in Me book is coming out soon. Go pre-order that. And then we got some more murals coming up as the world starts opening up little by little. And I did a series of quarantine paintings. I'm going to be sharing those with you guys very shortly. Follow me as I follow Christ. Use your gift. If you're sitting on a couple of things and you're like, man, I want to, but I'm scared. Do it terrified. Be scared. And nobody say that like being scared is not a reason to not do it. Being scared is like, okay. And you know what I'm saying? I've never seen a football team go to the game and be like, oh man, they showed up to play. You know what I'm saying? They're supposed to be there. If you went to a game and the team wasn't there, you'd be like, why? Are we supposed to play today?
Yeah. That's true.
So when I'm seeking to do good, there's going to be things that are counter forces coming against me. So problems and things in the way aren't necessarily reasons to stop. They might be reasons to press in. Now, granted, pray about it. Granted, be wise. But don't use the first little thing that goes wrong as a reason to think that God's not with you. He's with you always. He's with you. You know, when Dave talks about like if I'm with you in the depths of hell, I'd be with you. He'd be with me. I'm not saying go to hell. I'm not saying go do all these crazy things on purpose and like, well, God's gonna be with me. No. Use wisdom, use discernment, and don't be stupid. I don't know, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like
I'll give you grace within.
Yeah, but if he's giving you things to do, honestly, just do them. Do them terrified, but do them. Know that on the other side of your obedience, on the other side of your fear, is a life or 2 or 20, or as I'm learning, 1,000. There's 1,000 more people on the other end of your obedience that are waiting for you to do what you're supposed to be doing. We had you and I had a talk earlier, and my obedience is just chopping it up with somebody ended up reaching you, and I didn't even know you knew the person I was talking to. You know what I'm saying? And so we think we govern our own ship, and we know what we're talking about. We have no idea. You know what I'm saying? I trust God's choreography more than ever before. If you've ever seen a Cirque du Soleil show, this is my last point, what I love about them is everything on stage, from the moment you walk in, from the parking lot to your seat to you go back to your car and going home, everything you see is choreographed. Like there's nothing out of place, to the point where like if something goes wrong, by the time that something goes wrong, you're like, oh, that's part of the show. I remember going to a show and one of the men fell, and I was like, oh, that's part of the show. I was just already so programmed to realize that everything I see here is choreographed to the T. That man walking by is going to do something here and do a flip in 2 minutes. This person pushing the broom is going to do some acrobatics in a minute. That guy, nothing is on accident. Nothing is per chance. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think of that when I think of the bigger picture of the world. God's choreography is so... I get weepy when I say it because it's so amazing. If you really, really allow yourself to tune into it, like we trying to figure out things. Well, I don't want to. Shut your face.
Yeah.
Just step out in obedience and see what He'll do with it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But if it does, how amazing would that be? You know what I'm saying? So if you're watching this here or later on the replay or on YouTube, and you're like, man, I want to do these things, but I'm scared. Okay, cool. I can relate to your fear. I understand, and I'm with you, and I'll be scared with you. But I'll also encourage you to do your thing, because on the other end of that fear is someone who can't do it. Someone who can't do what you do needs what you do. So if you do it, that's healing. That's someone else's life. You know what I'm saying? And I know right now we're in a time where you want to take care of your own. You want to make sure you're okay. You want to take care of family. You want to make sure we're good. We're good over here to get you over there. It's that whole separate. No. We all want the same thing. We don't want to go. We don't want to go out, do our thing, come home safely. We want to make it home, whether I'm driving in my car or whether I'm the officer driving home. Everybody wants to go home. Everybody wants to make sure our families are safe and treated fairly. Everybody wants to be loved and know that what they're doing on this earth is worth doing. You know what I'm saying? So we agree more than we think. So let's not fight each other for what we agree on. Let's fight towards the parts we agree on so that we can live this life the way it's supposed to be done. You know what I'm saying? So you holding back on your gift, holding back on the thing that you want to do but you're scared, it's relatable, but it's wrong. So please just do it. If it don't work, it don't work. If it don't work, you're going to want to do it again. You know what I'm saying? If it don't work, like, oh man, I almost had it. I've been watching that show. What is it? The Floor is Lava. Like, oh man, I almost had it. I'm going to want to do it again. You know what I mean? So it's like, so take the challenge and do it. Run your best race. Please run. Run your best race because it's so needed. You're needed. And the beautiful part about poetry, and I know we pretty talked about poetry and how we talked about the art thing a lot, is those are things written in silence. Written in our hardest moments. I'm writing this thing down. When David wrote Psalms, he was chilling in the field. He wasn't like, yo, check out my Hot 16, my new mixtape coming out. He was sitting, talking with God. You know what I'm saying? His innermost thoughts became words of encouragement for generations. So when you're doing poetry, when you're doing your spoken word, like it's your innermost thoughts, your moments of vulnerability, when they're shared with others and presented well, others relate to others. Hey, I feel the same way. Hey, you're saying things I feel the way I feel them better than I can say them.
Yeah.
And I can shed tears. The reason why I love poets and comedians is because they tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? We laugh because someone said what we felt. We cry. We laugh because we cry because they said something I've been wanting to say for a while, but I don't have the guts to say it, or I can't say it in my particular circle. And the same thing with poets and singers. And like a song will touch you because they're saying your situation. And you're like, how did you know? But I needed to hear it from somebody else so I know I'm not crazy, even when you're crazy. You know what I'm saying? So write the book, draw the picture, paint the painting, write the poem, start the business. Whatever it is you've been sitting on, please do. Yes, I will do. I'm not going to stop. You're not going to stop. But we need you to, the person viewing this right now, we need you to do your thing because there's others. One of my best friends in the world, I love him, and I will love him to the day he dies. One of my closest friends is a very famous performer and rapper. He's like 10 times better than I am, if not more. But if I didn't write my song, if I didn't do my part, if I didn't use my gift, because he's doing good, because he got us covered. That go fight, win, we got you, bro. We got your back. Go. You're doing so amazing. You're so dope. Da, 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 da. If I can do that, I can encourage him and not do what I'm supposed to do, and I'd be dead wrong. I would be wrong. I'd have to answer to God for that. So, as much as excuse me. As much as we champion and encourage others, we got to do our part. We got to do our thing. So if we do what we're supposed to be doing, like I said, there's other people that are going to follow and be encouraged by what you're doing. So I will leave you with that. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. And love.
Yeah, definitely. Much love. And thank you for sharing your encouragement. I definitely want to encourage people watching. One of the heartbeats behind the diversity chats is not just to have people who are observing it or listening, but that it is this impartation or this passing on of drive and enthusiasm. Do your part, because the reality is I don't actually feel qualified to do what I'm doing, but I feel compelled by God to show up. And like Rose said about the paintbrush touching the wall and just that's what I've been seeing happen with this diversity chats. And I know that I've faced situations where I've been scared to try, but if God compels you to do it, He will provide. So it's better to do it His time and His way. So thank you again, for sharing.
So much better.
Yeah, it's so much better with God than trying to do it in our own strength and our own timing. Yes. So don't be afraid. But if you feel fear, do it anyway.
Do it terrified.
And pray for the right support to come around you. I did that, and now I'm linked to Row and a whole bunch of other amazing creatives for it. Yeah. So don't lose heart. But I hope you all have a very blessed rest of the night or morning. And we'll see you on the next diversity chat. See you later, Ro. God bless you, brother.
Bless you. All right. I'll see you soon.